Even if they do actually want to buy something, people are looking for reasons why they should sit on their hands and do nothing for some period of time, which of course, if you're quick enough out there, you'll realize, that's why there'll one day be a good cyclical increase, because all these people will enter the market again at the same time. Well, hi again, everybody. Last week I had a look at reasons why house prices weren't going to fall away to a major degree if we look at historical comparisons for New Zealand. Even though you could see declines of about 15% overall, we're starting from such a high level, it's still going to leave prices well above where they were before the pandemic came along. But I've written a few articles recently looking at the way in which a lot of people are stepping back from the market at the moment and actively looking for reasons why they shouldn't be buying anything at the moment. Even if they do actually want to buy something, people are looking for reasons why they should sit on their hands and do nothing for some period of time, which of course, if you're quick enough out there, you'll realize, that's why there'll one day be a good cyclical increase, because all these people will enter the market again at the same time. But I put together a wee bit of a list here of things people are actively looking at, searching for, finding, to give them an excuse for, not going to do anything for the moment. So I'm just going to run through some of these factors, and then in the next video I'll have a look at reasons why we'll see the prices rising again, reasons why maybe you want to step back from this list and just recognize, with the great range of choice out there, the best choice you've seen in a number of years, maybe you don't want to fixate on this list that I'm just about to run through. So here's a few things that people are choosing to focus on at the moment. Number one, there's a brain drain. Lots of Kiwis are leaving. All the young first home buyers are shooting off to Australia, Canada, US, UK, etc. So that's obviously going to make prices fall. I think I'll wait. So that's definitely a situation. Secondly, we've got talk of oversupply. Who's going to buy all these townhouses in Auckland? Some people are saying. I don't think we necessarily will have an oversupply, but people are seizing on that one as well. Another one being discussed in the media, etc. at the moment, and this is something I started talking about well over a year ago. Developers are failing with the costs rising, supply chain difficulties, etc., weakening pre-sales. We've now got developers falling over, and so people are going to be thinking, I don't think I'll buy now because there's a flood of properties to come on the market from developers who cannot complete them any longer, and so they need to sell them for whatever price that they can get. So that's another thing people are seizing onto. People are also looking at the stories of interest costs rising. I was paying 2.19% 1 year fixed rate a year ago. Now it's 4.5%, and they say the 1 year rate may go above 5.5%. It's easy to generate some scary stories out there, and for one to believe this means there's going to be a lot of distressed sellers. That's also why I won't buy. A lot of people are falling back onto, prices were just absurd, weren't they? It's obviously they've got to go down in order to improve affordability. They have to go down. They should go down. So that's a reason for staying back. Another group of people are saying, I'd like to buy, but what's the point of going along to the bank? They're not going to give you the money. I'm reading stories all the time about people who can't even get a credit card, or if they're looking to get one, the bank interviews them on the phone for 2 hours, as we just saw in the media recently. So I don't think I'll even bother. The banks don't want to lend at the moment. And also another reason out there, investors, this year they're only losing 25% of their ability to deduct interest expense. Next year it's 50%, 70%. There's a whole lot of investors who have yet to react to the tax rules changing. Look, no shortage of things out there, and I'm sure there's a few others, but just be aware, psychologically, we're in the part of the cycle now where people are actively looking for reasons not to buy. The longer they do that, the greater will be the catch-up somewhere down the track, which I don't think is imminent. We haven't entered the end game yet for the falling in prices, but I do think we will by the end of this year. But that's a wee ways down the track. Just keep in mind, if you are thinking about buying and you love the list I've just read out and you say, right, those are reasons I'm not going to buy, just keep in mind that you don't want to be trying to aim to get the low point in the cycle. None of us can pick the peaks and the troughs in these cycles, and there's very few people who will have their parents saying, my house is now worth $1.5 million. We paid $300,000 for it back in the day, but I wish we'd waited. We could have got it for $280,000. It means nothing all these years down the track, and I'd suggest that's the situation for people looking to buy at the moment, and don't fret if you don't get the bottom. All the best.